So what the heck is Wi-Fi 6? Well, it's a wireless networking standard. It's faster, more capable, more power efficient, and backwards compatible. There are lots of Wi-Fi 6 routers out there, but not a lot of devices to take advantage of its benefits. But let's really get into it, shall we? What's with the name? Here's the deal. You've got to have names for different versions of wireless network technologies. If you've ever bought a router in the past, you may have seen 802.11a, B, G, N, AC. Each letter designation is a different version of Wi-Fi. Well, Wi-Fi 6 is 802.11ax. The Wi-Fi Alliance, which is totally a real thing that I did not make up, published a statement saying that it will use Wi-Fi 6 as the industry designation for products and networks that support the next generation of Wi-Fi based on 802.11ax. The statement went on to say this number designation was meant to make it easier for users to understand. So they decided to brand 802.11ac as Wi-Fi 5 and 802.11n as Wi-Fi 4. So if you're shopping, you'll have a much easier time knowing that 802.11ac is newer than 802.11n because 5 is better than 4, right? Then again, was it so hard to remember A, B, G, N, A, C, A, X? Yeah, there's enough stuff to figure out in the course of a day. Oh, and that 6, it's meant to designate that this is the 6th generation of Wi-Fi technology. Wi-Fi 6 is also backwards compatible with Wi-Fi 5, which they really could have called Wi-Fi. So if you get a Wi-Fi 6 router and Wi-Fi 5 devices, the Wi-Fi 5 stuff will still work. When you get Wi-Fi 6 devices on board, everything will still work together. Okay, so what's the big deal? It's the 6th generation. What's new? Well, let's look at wi-fi.org. Here's what it says under key capabilities. Quote, orthogonal frequency division multiple access OFDMA effectively shares channels to increase network efficiency and lower latency for both uplink and downlink traffic in high demand environments. So let's translate that to normal. That means that Wi-Fi 6 networks work quicker than older ones. Events on the network will also happen faster thanks to that lower latency. So if you're doing something that requires a quick response like gaming or virtual reality, the lower latency should help that. What about that OFDMA stuff? That allows your router to serve multiple clients at once within a single channel. So instead of your devices waiting for data one after the other, OFDMA pretty much allocates a part of a channel to each device. Back to wi-fi.org. Multi-user, multiple input, multiple output, multi-user MIMO allows more downlink data to be transferred at one time, enabling access points to concurrently handle more devices. Let's translate that too. More users on your network can get at your network resources at likely higher speeds at one time. The Wi-Fi Alliance says its tech is helpful in retail, stadiums, and transportation hubs. So when you've got a lot of devices on one network, Wi-Fi 6 devices should not be subject to the same slowdowns experienced with older tech. What about speed? That's all anyone cares about, right? You're looking at a theoretical maximum transfer speed of 10 gigabits per second. In CNET's tests, we saw transfer speeds at around 1.3 gigabits per second. So what does that mean in real terms? Take a look at this handy-dandy graphic made by Rychrist, CNET's networking top dog. Let's say you wanted to download the first 22 Marvel Cinematic Universe films at 4K resolution. That's a total of around 158 terabytes. On Wi-Fi 5, it would take 3 hours and 45 minutes. But with our tested Wi-Fi 6 speeds, it would take only 2 hours and 18 minutes. That is very fast for that amount of data. Keep in mind, we're talking about your network speed. If your internet connection is 200 megabits per second, you may be able to get every single megabit out of it on a Wi-Fi 6 network, but you're not reaching gigabit internet speeds unless you're paying for that. Let's talk about a new feature in Wi-Fi 6, and that is target wake time. Your router and devices are regularly checking in with each other. They're like, hey, how you doing? I'm here, are you here? I'm here, I'm here. It's kind of ridiculous. So this could lead to a lot of devices trying to check in with your router at the same time. But target wake time lets the router decide when these check-ins happen. This also means battery-powered devices using Wi-Fi 6 won't be wasting energy trying to reach the router when the router is busy. All right, when is it coming? It's already here. You can get Wi-Fi 6 routers now, at this very second, and this one too. They first came out in late 2019, but there's a second wave of routers hitting right now. But you do need a Wi-Fi 6 device to take full advantage of everything Wi-Fi 6 can do. So here are some devices that support Wi-Fi 6 right now. The Samsung Galaxy S10, S20, the Note 10, iPhone 11, 11 Pro, Pro Max, and even the new iPhone SE. The newest iPad Pros, the newest Dell XPS 13 has it, and the Microsoft Surface Laptop 3. What about Macs? MacBook Air? No. MacBook Pro 13? No. 16? No. iMac? No. iMac Pro? No. Mac Pro? No. Maybe next time. And if you're mad that the Mac Pro doesn't have the best wireless, what are you doing? Wire that thing up. Intel has a nice site that shows off laptops that do have Wi-Fi 6. There's some made by Lenovo, HP, and others. What about smart home devices? There are not any Wi-Fi 6 ones out right now. Originally, Wi-Fi 6 smart home devices were expected for higher end products this year. But you know what? Stuff happened. Yeah. They will likely be adapted first in commercial applications when they do come out. It would also make sense in media streamers and game consoles down the line. What about Wi-Fi 6E? Yeah, so that's a thing. This label is for devices that use Wi-Fi 6 on the 6 gigahertz band. There's some FCC stuff that has to happen first before 6E can get the A-OK. The FCC says that if it makes the entire 6 gigahertz band available, it would effectively increase the amount of spectrum available for Wi-Fi almost by a factor of 5. Translation time. Older devices are not on that band. That means Wi-Fi 6 gets the whole thing to itself. The FCC has to deal with some microwave stuff before it gives away the 6 gigahertz band though.